The home matters, but where you live actually matters more. So today we're going to go over tips for choosing the right neighborhood. All right, so you need to look beyond the house. You need to focus on lifestyle. I often ask clients, where do you work out? What type of workout do you do? Where do you like to eat? What kind of coffee places do you like? Are schools important? I have an entire proper buyer interview, and I focus on what my clients will be doing day to day because their commute matters. I want to know where they're going to be working, if they're going to be flying out of the airport a lot. What type of amenities would they be using in a neighborhood? Do they dislike an HOA? These are things that are so important. And so I want to get to know more about my clients and more about what type of lifestyle they're living so I can figure out what area might suit them best. And being that I have over 26 years experience in real estate and I've been living in the Lake Norman area for almost 30 years, I feel like that I can bring that to the table for my clients. And so it's really important to ask the right questions. Commute time is the biggest buyer regret in America. Okay, there are some areas in Charlotte and Lake Norman that take an hour to an hour and a half to get to work, and there are toll lanes. Same with Myrtle Beach. 501 and International Drive sometimes are a complete disaster, and it can take you an additional 20 to 30 minutes to get to work. So it's very important that I strategically place you in an area that is going to lessen your commute time if you're commuting to a job. So you want to make sure that your agent knows what they're doing, that they're checking noise, crime, traffic, schools, walkability, all of that stuff. And, even though the agent can't look up crime stats for you, they can navigate you to the right website so you can look it up yourself. This is very important. Even Charleston, I know that some of you guys want to live in Charleston, but Charleston affordability is tight. And so a lot of folks move to Somerville. Did you know it could take you an hour and a half to drive into town? So make sure that you drive it during the week and check it out before you buy. There's another thing. There's hidden cost. HOAs, utility averages, insurance, taxes, they all come into play. I literally have had clients walk on a deal because they found out there were huge assessments coming from the HOA down the pipeline later in the year, and the utility bills were increasingly large because maybe the home didn't have enough insulation. There are so many things that play here, especially with tax rates going up and everything in certain cities. So you want to think about your future resale too, the value of it, not just today's excitement. I often put people that don't even have kids in good school districts because that's where they know that if they're going to be moving soon, like within 2 to 5 years, like most people move, they want to make sure that they get a lot of value for their home and that they increase their equity as fast as possible. And so those are, hotter neighborhoods mean higher rating schools. And so I often tell them, go look up schools on these websites. Let me know what you think. I've had buyers love a home, but once we got to the location, they were like, wow, this is horrible. So it's always good to drive the neighborhood, look at the amenities. I want to prevent any problems from arising. And if you're not here and you're out of town or out of state, I can FaceTime video the neighborhoods and the amenities and show you the traffic. We can have a whole long hour of driving from one place to another. If you often visit TJ Maxx and Target and Home Goods, then I'm going to show you where those places are. And I know that sounds funny. You might laugh at that, but it's really important to some people. So if you want a custom neighborhood like match list based on your lifestyle, if you play golf or tennis, I'm going to build one for you. It's so important. Or even if you love living on the lake and you need a boat slip or a marina nearby, these are all really important things that your real estate agent needs to know about you. So give me a call. All of my contact info is down below.